Okay, welcome everyone and all. I'm now going to continue my 32 and 32 with the Washington Capitals. And as I do with all the videos, I display the home jersey and the reverse retro. And I'm a huge fan of this one. This is a throwback to the mid to late 90s and with the eagle soaring. Uh, I'm kind of like all giddy when it comes to this one. If they could ever bring this jersey back as a full-time thing, that would be absolutely incredible. But obviously I don't make any of the decisions. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of this reverse retro. And that's the jersey that Ovechkin initially wore in his rookie and sophomore season. Um, so last season, the Capitals finished with a record of 35 wins, 37 losses, and 10 overtime slash shootout losses for 80 points, missing the postseason for just the fourth time in the Ovechkin era. His rookie season in 05-06, they missed it. 06-07, they missed it. In 2013-2014, they missed it. And obviously this past season in the 2022-2023 campaign, they missed it as well. So the fact they've only missed it four times in that era is absolutely mind-blowing. I think that's like 15 or 16 years he's been in the league. And the fact that he's only missed the postseason four times is astonishing, whereas most players are lucky if they even get to reach that feat. Um, and the big thing with the Capitals during that era, because obviously when he came in the league, he came in the league at the same time as Sidney Crosby, and obviously Crosby has been very dominant at times, and obviously he has those three Stanley Cups to his name. So in this 2017-2018 campaign, when the Capitals finally defeated the Penguins and got advanced to the Eastern Conference Final, they took on the beat. That was a huge leap for this team, and then they took out the Tampa Bay Lightning in seven games, and then they made very short work of the inaugural Vegas Golden Knights and finally took the cup home in their first ever Stanley Cup championship in the team's history. So the fact he was a part of that and was able to get that monkey off his back was a huge thing at the time for Ovechkin and the Capitals. So there's only one key offseason that the addition that they've done, and that was adding Max Pacioretty from the Carolina Hurricanes, maybe adding his veteran, I won't say leadership, but adding that veteran presence in that locker room. Maybe that can kind of help the team advance and hopefully get back into the postseason with this upcoming season. So I'll take a look at the roster as I always do with every team, and we'll see who has re-signed, who is still a free agent, or who has moved on. So take a look at the goaltending situation. So Darcy Kemper was the big free agent goaltender they got last season after he came off his Stanley Cup win with the Colorado Avalanche. Has 4 years left to go on his contract. Charlie Lindgren has 2 years left to go on his deal, and Zach Fukal, he has signed with, or has gone overseas to sign with the KHL. So now we'll take a look at the team's roster. So Alexander Alexiev, his contract did expire this past season, but he has re-signed on a 2-year extension. Nicholas Kobel, oh my goodness, his contract did expire this past year, but he has re-signed on a 1-year, $1.125 million contract. Nicholas Backstrom has 2 years left to go on his deal. Connor Brown has signed with the Edmonton Oilers. John Carlson has 3 years left to go on his contract. Gabriel Carlson, no relation, he is still a free agent. Nick Dowd has 2 years left to go on his contract. And Martin Fehervey, he has re-signed on a 3-year deal extension. Carl Hagelin has retired from the NHL. Matt Irwin has signed with the Vancouver Canucks. Nick Jensen's contract did expire this past season, but he has re-signed on a 3-year, $4 million contract. Evgeny Kuznetsov has 2 years left to go on his deal. Anthony Mantha is coming into the last year of his contract. Sonny Milano, his contract did expire last season, but he has re-signed on a 3-year, $1.9 million deal. TJ Oshie has 2 years left to go on his contract. The man of the hour, Alex Ovechkin, has 3 more years left to go on his deal. Alexius Protas is coming into the last year of his contract. Rasmus Sandin was one of the additions that they got last year at the trade deadline. He's coming into the last year of his contract, so it'll be interesting to see if he's able to re-sign and how much he is worth. Connor Sheary has left to join the Tampa Bay Lightning. Craig Smith has signed with the Dallas Stars. Dylan Strome's contract did expire, but he has re-signed on a 5-year, $5 million deal. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, his contract did expire, but he has now re-signed on a 3-year, $3 million deal. And Tom Wilson's contract is expiring this upcoming season, but he has re-signed on a 6-year deal, so he'll be a Washington Capital most likely till he retires. So, as I do with all the videos, I'll bring back their logos on the screen and make my predictions for this upcoming season. Okay, it seems to be okay there. So, the 2023-2024 campaign, this is obviously going to be a crucial season for the Capitals. They really can't afford to go 2 seasons in a row with missing the postseason, and obviously adding someone like Max Pacioretty to their lineup could very well help this team push forward. That Metropolitan Division is going to be very tough. I think I've said in almost all the videos that I previewed teams in said division that I believe the Hurricanes, Devils, and Rangers respectively should get the top 3 spots in that division. So it's only going to leave 1 or 2 possible wildcard spots. But I truly believe that the Atlantic Division, there's no way that just 3 teams are going to make it that in. So if the Capitals were to try to make a push, they would have to try to get into one of those 2 wildcard spots. But with teams like the Penguins in their division, the Islanders in their division that are still pushing, I think it's going to be a very tough road to get into to get back into the playoff race. And even though they are very talented, I still think they're going to be on the outs by the time this season is done. I think it's going to be a dogfight getting all the way to the end of the season. It could come down to like the game 80, game 81, game 82. But I truly believe that the Capitals, as talented as they are, will miss the postseason for the 2nd straight season. As I do with all the videos, I make content like this on the daily. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to hit that sub button. And as always, take care.